Finally, on the part of the punk motherfuckers behind this motherfucking platform. Yes, I'm using curse words because it doesn't make no motherfucking sense that I have to spin wheel for damn near an hour to try to even go live. They know what they're doing. Like I said, they didn't like when I was exposing Venetians that subscribe numbers of, hopefully people can catch this actual replay. I will post a thumbnail afterwards because it won't let me even post a thumbnail. Hopefully, I people that really rock with me come in on the replay because it seems like they don't want anybody coming in actually live because they know if I get some interaction, I'm going to talk even more and expose even more. So, like I said, it's always forever fuck these Venetians, it's always forever fuck these Russians, it's always forever fuck these agents. All this bullshit. I mean, man, it don't make no sense. The many amount of subscribers that I have and they scrutinize, I'm like, man, just like I said, it plays into their insecurities, into their little small problems that they got down in their trousers. That's what it plays to. When someone's, colonial programming, they don't like that because they know you can unlock other minds. So you're not stuck on, their ideology of stupidity, you know? And like I said, for all those that are subscribed and, supporters of the Patreon, I have videos over there. You can see them without any interruption. um Go over there and become a supporter over there. They get the lines then a little bit earlier than it's released on this platform. But I'm happy to know that, it's some people out there, rocking with me, even with all this unnecessary, you know, air. And like I said, it's not an air, it's all by design because, I'm looking on this platform, I'm seeing people go live streaming from cell phones and everything. No issues what at hand. But I have issues. I got a wonderful Wi-Fi connection. I have a wonderful cellular connection. So you cannot tell me. And my devices are up to date. They're new. So you can't tell me, oh, it's some type of technical error. The most that the most amount of money that this company rakes in is crazy for it to be any type of errors like that. But like I said, the first original title was gonna be called Unearthed because essentially we're constantly unearthing, truths that the public needs to hear about. Since, like I said, the fecal seekers, try to throw monkey wrenches in from, us communicating, us powwowing. And if you're still there, low, I am actually live. I don't know if it's, this showing so many different thumbnails for lives. People probably don't even know which one if they are receiving a notification. But once this one actually airs, I'll actually put up a thumbnail on top of it. Matter of fact, I'll probably even change the actual name since, it's finally up. And that just lets you know, damn near 3.5 million subscribers. They're not letting anybody in. That lets you know the algorithms have taken over. Matter of fact, from probably 1968 and probably earlier, artificial intelligence has been in effect. So it's even beyond a man-made thing. It's artificial intelligence thing. The punk ass motherfucking quantum computers and machine learning and shit like that. I'm gonna try to stay on as long as possible because, you know, essentially I'm not speaking for, people that's coming in alive. I'm speaking for people that will actually find this video within the replay. I appreciate you saying what's up, Will. I appreciate you, Cadillac J Just. I appreciate you, Choice. I appreciate you, Joe Frank, Rated Shot. Bro, everybody that comes in and has something to add. Tony Red, Time Traveler Radio, everybody. I appreciate you. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. Um, if I missed your name, it's been a while since I really got to, communicate because they don't want people communicating. Matter of fact, you know what? It's probably so bad. Think about it. We're 6 months into the year. Pretty soon it'll be coming around to the pre-selection voting. Oh, cast your pre-selected vote. That's already probably been choosing for you. They're just having you, okay. Matter of fact, it probably won't even be depending on what states. You'll probably have to cast a vote through through mail or something like that. For me, seeing the Bush thing when Gore won and then no Bush won, that right there let me know all this voting shit is fake as fuck. It's faker than a $3 motherfucking bill. So I could give a fuck less about voting or anything like that. You vote with your dollars. You vote with the money that's within your pocket. If you don't like something, you stop fucking with it. Okay, I got a little sticker and put it on my shirt and I cast my vote. No, I cast my vote every day with my dollars, my hard-earned dollars. That's what we do. But they don't want you to see it like that. They want you to buy into this ideology. Motherfuck their ideology. And I'm glad that someone came in, even though they might not have let you chat or anything like that. I don't even know if they let the chat be open or not. Like I said, you see it's a whole bunch of different lives. I simply clicked on there. It's spin wheel, like okay, it's spin wheeling like it's about to load up. Oh, it's a technical error. It's the technical error. How's it a technical error? Like I said, if you look on this platform, you see it's all type of lives, operating. They're probably talking about things, to keep tributes to, doing that type of stuff. I would love to have a debate with them and smash their motherfucking ass about the shit that they're doing. Motherfuck coons, motherfuck Sambos, and all them types. Anybody that's not really, on the real just of, raising up someone from the clutches of this bullshit, of being within the belly of the beast. As a matter of fact, another person that I kind of not feeling is, if you got different social media platforms, you may see this particular rapper, you know basically putting up a lot of memes and sayings that a lot of stronger brothers that done been within the actual trenches and struggle. But this person, to me, they're gotta walk on a Hollywood Walk of Fame. And if people don't know about that, everybody that gets that star on Sunset Boulevard, they pay 25,000 to get that star. So it's not like, okay, they recognize me for this. No, they paid 25,000 to get that star there. And plus they're a part of the bullshit. If you're a melanated brother of some accolades, you're of the boule shit. You're of those secret societies. You cannot pass their goal to be elevated on some shit. That's what I want to expose. I don't want people to buy into, oh, this person said this, he must be speaking on the gospel. If they're promoting this person is on the take. And if damn near a person is getting dragged and demonized, that's a person that probably was trying to expose all the shit. They just went the other way. Like, you know what? I probably was a part of this. Nah, I don't want to be a part of it. I want to tell the people, no, you can't get on our platforms and, wake the people up. We're going to drag you like a motherfucker. That's how they do. But with that being said, it's getting closer and closer to the time I usually cut out. I'm not going to cut out yet. I'm going to try to hold on. What's going on, Lo? I'm glad you chimed in. I'm glad to see that the chat is actually working. You see, on this one, I just, kept pushing the start the live, and it started. Like I said, I'm working off a iPad Pro, some real top notch shit that ain't no cheap shit, and they're still fucking with it. That lets you know what these punk motherfuckers is on. You know, why don't the public talk about, Hillary Clinton, having to be in court about all those fucking emails and shit like that? Why don't people talk about Biden and how that motherfucker sexually harass women and shit, but they're trying to, put that down under the rug. I mean, yeah, the commander in chief, Trump, he done did the same thing. Expose all the shit. Don't okay. We can talk about this one, but we can't talk about that. All that shit is bullshit. That's why I don't believe in any of that. You vote with your dollars. You cast your vote with your dollars. If you got a little child and you want them to advance, you're putting your money towards whatever's gonna help them advance, or your woman, or vice versa. Your woman putting some money towards you, she's casting her vote with her hard-earned money towards you. That's where you're casting a vote. I want to hear about this. Oh, you got to do your civic duty and cast your vote and go into the ballot and write your ballot for your candidate. Both these motherfuckers is pre-selected. Why would I fucking that's like saying, oh, I'm voting for Hulk Hogan, or I'm voting for The Rock or something like this. These is both motherfucking actors. They're getting paid well and they're going out to dinner after they put on a motherfucking facade. So why should I buy into it? I'm not. You gotta fully awaken. Just tapping in, been a minute. What's on the subject tonight? Well, on the subject of them, like I was speaking of low, you can see if you go to my channel, it's been about maybe three different times that I tried to go live and they totally blocked it. They didn't want me to go live. And matter of fact, I tried it from like three different devices. My iPad Pro, I got another iPad, and I tried it from one of my iPhones. I was gonna try from my MacBook Pro, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just keep, stabbing at it on my iPad Pro, and hopefully, the connection will be reached. Like I said, my Wi-Fi is on point. Cellular connection is on point. So ain't no reason why it should be a technical error. That don't even make sense. A multi-trillion dollar company, skip a billion, multi-trillion dollar company, having technical errors, I don't think so. These melonless motherfuckers that cause ascension, they should just go with no problem. But when a melanated brother that has all fucking gone off the milk of magnesia fucking sleeping pills and shit, I ain't on that. You said because the glory and shame is misplaced. Bro, they weak as fuck for that. Most definitely they weak. Like I said, like I was speaking on the last particular live when I was saying, it's these interviewers that interview brothers, but they're not brothers. The interviewers are not brothers, but these brothers are speaking to them because they figure, oh, you know what? They got a big platform. Well, it seems like they got a big platform. It seems like they got a big following, but they're asking you questions almost like, you're it's enough interviews with most of these brothers that have been interviewed where you could kind of get a gist of where they're coming from. But what they want to do, they want to continue to throw brothers under the bus. That shit is getting old. It needs to be a finger pointed out at these motherfuckers that keep causing this dissension. Like I said, I want to post, I got and Cameron was, he was just trying to have a cordial conversation, this Venetian motherfucker. And he was like, basically, Cameron was like, yeah, you work for, my partner. And basically, the motherfucker's like, I don't work for the trying to say, I don't work for him. I work for, these record execs. He's small fry. And so essentially, Cameron started going in on this motherfucker. And he went in on him so bad, he had a powwow with other melanated brothers that was in the studio. He's like, you know what? Should we just let him stay in here while we're talking about who knows what and he's going to report to who knows who? Or should we just kicked this motherfucker out. And they took a vote and they said, this motherfucker gotta go. This dude thought he was so bigger than, the giant of Cameron, and the other brothers in there like, no, I'm gonna stay. And essentially, Cameron had to get boisterous and like, motherfucker, you gotta bounce up out of here before I fuck your ass up. And his ass got to moving. But what I'm saying is, it's these type of motherfuckers that think, oh, I'm a brother. No, you're not. You don't have no melanin that run in your pigmentation. So, matter of fact, I'm not going to trust you to say anything around you. And that's how I feel brothers shouldn't divulge certain things to these type of people if they consider you 3/5 of a human. Motherfuck that type of ideology. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. I'm just kind of fed up with this double standard. It ain't even a double standard. They're giving you the 3/5 of a human standard. They don't even really they take you for an idiot and think you're supposed to ride with it. That's why these last couple past weeks how things were going the way they were going, because it's like, okay, you see how these punk motherfuckers try to do, and we've been saying this forever. Even with tapes, y'all motherfuckers still be like, you know what, oh well, maybe he made him. Fuck that. We all know what it is, and you know what it is. Fuck that type of thinking. Fuck that them type of act. Okay, Lo, you said it's gonna get realer and realer when you look. They can spin many ways they want. Yeah, but like I said, they may be able to mess with my live streams, but they can't mess when I do actual videos. And I ain't been really doing actual videos because I ain't been really reaching out to people, because I know people is kind of either trying to get back to work, or they got a lot of things on their plate right now, so I haven't really been reaching out to people like I usually do. But hopefully, I don't even say new normal, when it gets back to some type of way where it's seeming cool to reach out to people, I'll get back on that. But other than that, that's why I haven't really been being on doing lives and things besides this particular platform fucking with my lives. That's why I don't even be trying to do them, because like, okay, I'm doing it, but they keep sending technical errors, spin wheeling it, and it ain't that it's discouraging me, but it's like, why am I I don't want to do nothing half-hearted. I might as well just keep making the videos, because they can't do that to the videos. But I noticed I done listen to some lives and they done cut out certain things I done said. I only rock with Apple shit, and that shit is not cheap at all. Yeah, they don't want to see us hollering at each other. It's like, you think about it, in all areas of a mile wowing out. Like I said, when I was coming up, it was arcades, it was billiard places where you could shoot pool. They closed all them type of spots down. Centers where people could play ball after a certain hour and things. They cut all that out. They don't want nobody associating. If you see a lot of new housing projects, peep this next time you roll through a housing project. This in the inner city. Look at their doors. You'll notice none of the doors have screens on them. Why? Because see, if you have a screen on your door, that means you will have your door open. So that means it'll be people communicating back and forth. It may be people sitting on stoops. Now they got damn near a lot of these housing projects. They're not even, they say, it's patrolled by police, but actually they got a private security company. So if you're sitting on a stoop, it might be bylaws and, your rental agreement that says you can't sit on your stoop, or you can't even barbecue or things like that. That's to cut out brothers from speaking. Why you think this whole pandemic, oh, stay 6 feet away? They don't want you to communicate. They just kind of want you to communicate through technical devices like this particular medium that we're communicating on right now. So they can monitor it. Okay, he's saying this, he's divulging that. Oh, maybe we'll have to start knocking his signal down so he can't, out to these people like that. We need to know this. This is all a part of it. Because think about it like this. They always say, well, we didn't know how it happened. Motherfucker, it's called the NSA here. Every motherfucking call, every transmission of a tweet, a Snapchat, Instagram post, all that shit. So I don't want to hear about, oh, they don't know about that. They do know about it. Why is it fucking papers that we can't read that is, if the government's all for us, why can't we read any of that shit? Because essentially they're plotting against the people. Think about that. You said all the Willie Lynch action control moves and all. Most definitely. Yeah, shit, this virus started a lot of distance and a lot of friends and relationships. And most definitely, because you think about it, some people, a lot of women I done been meeting are scared about that shit. Oh, I might catch it. No, I'm not scared about anything. Think about it like this. We melanated brothers. We done grew up in this shithole, shithole motherfucker that kind of always try to marginalize us, and getting sweaty, getting pulled out your car, getting laid on the ground and shit. That's more fearful. Even some brothers that you probably know, they didn't make it past 25. I remember when I was coming up, I'm like, man, will I make it past 25? Now that I got past that, it's like, even though you're older and you feel like, well, they won't sweat me because I'm older, they don't give a fuck what age you is. You could be 67, 97, 37. They're fucking with you all the way through. It ain't no, well, I just made it past, out of my teens and, mid 20s. Nah, they're going all across the board, motherfucking stereotypes and shit like that. So far as it comes to some motherfucking computer geek talking about, oh, yes, and, you'll have to take a vaccination and all that. Motherfuck that. If your family ain't taking that shit, why the fuck would I take it? You already done experimenting on brothers in Tuskegee and shit with syphilis and shit, and not trying to give people a remedy to that. Like we're crash test dummies and shit like that. Fuck that. Whatever comes of me not taking a motherfucking shot, I'll take that. Fuck taking some shot that ain't even proven to do anything. Like I said, I'll take my chance of getting caught with whatever this bullshit is. I done lost more family members to, what is it? Prescription drugs that the motherfucking doctors prescribed and didn't tell them, well, if you run out of this and you stop taking it, it's going to have, effects to fuck you up even worse. And another ploy that people don't know, say if your loved one can't afford whatever they're trying to prescribe to you, this is how they knock them off. They'll be like, well, we got these trial, the trial medicine. You could take some of that if you can't afford it. But little do you know, if you run out of that shit, or if the shit fucks you up, you know what? He's not liable. You know why? Because you took it without a prescription. That's why they always say you got to have a prescription, because then that means someone's liable for the shit. But if you take that trial shit, then that's basically like not on the books. That's like here. So if you get fucked up behind it, nobody's liable. Already, the drug companies, they already don't want to be liable because it's like, oh, well, you're taking it. We're already telling you all this shit is going to do. A lot of people are like, oh, the side effects. No, that's the shit it is going to do to you. So you really got to take account of what the shit's going to do. Really what we need to do when we start feeling fucked up, those are signs our body's telling us, hey, you've been eating this, you've been lagging off of that. Hey, you need to change the way that you're doing shit, because the shit is fucking you up. Not get on some pill and think I'm be good. Think about it like this. The late Dick Gregory spoke on it. He's like, yeah, older folks be talking about these youngsters doing whatever in the street, but you got to take so many pills to even eat that fucking strip of bacon. So who's really fucked up? Them or you? It's about self accountability, mind over motherfucking matter, matter of these pills with all whatever they trying to market towards you. They just give us your money, give us. It's about the black dollar. Black dollars matter. Black lives don't. But your black dollars, they matter. Motherfuck that. Vote. You vote with your money. Start pulling your money up out these companies. Fuck their business. Fuck their trust funds to their kids and great grandkids. Fuck that. Pull your money up out of that shit. That's where you really vote. When they say boycott and all this shit, boycott with your dollars. Put it towards it. You can think about it like this. Oh, instead of getting food delivered to me, let me become a delivery person or something like that. Let me create a service where I can help benefit my brother instead of benefit these strange motherfuckers that could give a fuck about you. Let me see. What have I missed? You said lost distance with people niggas can't even cough. Most definitely. Excuse my friends. All we done survive Corona ain't strong enough to kill the real brother. Most definitely. I'm not taking that shit either. Yup, some medicine makes you even crazier. Most definitely. They want you to come for a check up after getting shot. I'm like, fuck that. I'm alright. I'm not in there. They the new D boys, most definitely. Then they lie or a phone call. Don't remember that shit. Yeah, it's so many ploys they try to do. Matter of fact, you hear the one every day if you got a cell phone. Hell, we've been trying to contact you. You've been your warranty on your car is going out. They got so many motherfucking Ponzi schemes going in this motherfucker. It's like, man, we're so sharp. A regular person, I won't even say. Let me strike that. Ain't no regular person. You tell this to someone that hasn't lived your struggle or whatever, and they'll think you crazy. And if they like that, yes, it is really like this. This is what we go through every motherfucking day. You know, I be minding my business. There's been times I've been chilling, sitting in my car, and all these motherfucking gentrification motherfuckers walking through the area looking at me strange like I'm in the wrong place. I'm like, no, you're new to the neighborhood. I've been in this motherfucker for hella years. Fuck you looking at. Matter of fact, get your punk ass dog out my yard before I have to fucking hurt that fucking beagle. You know, it's like, man, it's like we get fed up. And the thing is, we got to load up on intelligence. I know we get fed up and want to fuck up shit, but fuck up they shit by not spending your hard-earned money in their businesses that they hold oh so well. That's the way you burn a motherfucker down. Stop fucking contributing your dollars towards that shit. Like, you know what? Fuck your business. I'll tell other motherfuckers not to fuck with your business. Fuck your business. Fuck your kids' college fund and all your whole wooty wooty whatever uh to the community. And we have a spin wheel going right now, so that means they're on that motherfucking bullshit. Spin wheel, spin wheel, spin wheel. Hopefully y'all can still hear me with this reconnecting, because that's the motherfucking algorithm trying to see where it can trim, where I'm talking certain shit they don't want to go out to the mass public. That's what it is. The algorithm does that. When you see people's videos and it's skipping and all that shit, they're trying to find where they can trim it at, where you're saying the most pertinent information to convey to the people, you know? When you're doing lives and your devices get razor fucking and trying to make sure your device fucks up. Matter of fact, I done had a old iPhone that I had, it damn near the battery busted. And it was a brand new battery I put in there. Like, oh, now why is it doing that? Is it because I was going live and you didn't like what I was saying? Is it because, I put down so many different affirmations that's talking some real shit? You don't want the people to see that on their streams and shit like that? But I still ordered another battery. I know how to break down the iPhone and put the battery in myself. I don't have to go to the Apple store and spend more money with them motherfuckers. I get what I need, and that's it. I don't need no other service from them. You said you just got into it with some people about parking spaces. They had room. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of, oh, you gotta park so many spaces away. I don't even, they've been opening certain things. I think the movie theaters, they ain't even open yet no more. I think they're still closed. Matter of fact, I was having a conversation. They don't open a lot of other things, but why are the libraries still closed? People go there and, if they don't got a computer or a tablet or, smartphone, they can go there and be on the computers to, look for jobs or trying to further their intelligence by surfing the web. But no, we can't have that open. We can't have them checking out books and looking at certain books that are only that can only be looked at in the library and things like that. We got to keep that closed. It's like they're trying to close people's intelligence off. And if you keep watching the news media, the mass marketed news media, you know, they'll keep perpetuating all the scare business. Anything that talks about scare shit, that means that they're trying to sell me on some bullshit, and I ain't buying it. Shit. Scary to me is when, you know, your loved ones haven't, been really versed in, like I said, those different prescriptions or those trial drugs, and they took them and it starts fucking them up, because then you're wondering if they're going to even be able to come up out of it. Or you don't had, a family member get slumped by somebody else that was stuck on stupid, and you wondering if they'll come out of that and recover. That those are scary moments. All this people talking, oh, and this person from 5,000 miles away said they're gonna do this. I ain't scared about no shit like that. If shit's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. That's just like if you're out in the rain and the fucking you can't just be like, oh, I'm scared I might get struck by lightning. If the shit happens, it happens. I ain't gonna be able to stop the shit. So why should I be fearful of the shit? So that same goes with this COVID ass shit, covert shit, covert. It ain't COVID, it's covert. And if you look up a old medical book from 1989, matter of fact, I think I posted it in one of my affirmations. I might have to post it again, but they essentially said that COVID is essentially a cold. It's the common cold. So essentially they're hyping up the common cold to scare everybody, because everybody catches the common cold. I don't know nobody that says I never caught a cold. I've been healthy my whole life. That'd be like saying I never had diarrhea before. I always just been straight. I just shit regular. Bull motherfucking shit. You done had that diarrhea from eating some fucked up food that you done ate from somewhere you shouldn't have been eating no food at and things like that. Come on now. Now that's a person that's full of shit. Person that say nothing ever happened to him, that's definitely a person I need to stay away from, because we all done did something and got into something where we wasn't feeling our best, you know. Now let me see. Oh, you said all over a sandwich and people over that line that stores when they trying to push up on somebody else. Yeah, I went into a parts store and I went up to the counter and he's like, "Hey, whoa, you're too close." I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck?" Like, man, you know what? I don't even want to. You done fucked up. I don't even want to shop in your business. So hopefully, you know. Matter of fact, this is what we got to start doing too. When you start getting mistreated, don't fly off the handle. Get the person's their supervisor, motherfuck their supervisor. Go to the area manager, like, yeah, on this day I was treated like this, or the home office, this person treated me this way. And to me, take on the spirit of Minister Farrakhan one. He's talking to him all so sweet, but he's definitely cutting these devils down. You gotta put some comedy to it. You don't want to put that negative spirit on you. You want to push it back on them. So that's what you do. You reach out to the area managers and you tell them how you were mistreated and you've been bamboozled, and they just want to take your money and not give you a proper service. That's what you do. Get them fired and unable to collect unemployment. Have them searching in trash cans for cans to try to make ends meet. That's what you want to do when people try to treat you with mistreatment. That's what you want to do, my brothers. Get into that mindset where you're okay and, they're, wallowing in their demon ass ways. That's what you want to do. See, what's that shit you said? They're not tripping on mosquitoes that bite people and that infect with AIDS, but tripping on the wool that is being pulled over their eyes. Most definitely. If think about it like this, okay, you gotta think about, okay, oh, you can't touch this. If the shit's so bad, why isn't it those pink bags with the biohazard to throw like gloves and all that kind of shit away? Why isn't that? Why aren't the trash cans like that? Why ain't it in hard containers where you kind of throw it in there and you can't reach down in there? Why isn't it like that? Because if you go in a hospital setting, when they throw needles and shit, that shit going to biohazard. Why? Because if you touch that shit, it could fuck you up. But there ain't none of that shit around. So that lets you know this shit is all bullshit. But it's to get people in a mindset like, look, ain't you fearful? Let's see, now we got to do this. Oh, they don't want to take the test. Oh, we might have to do this. Oh, we might have to force them to get shot up with the bullshit that'll fuck you up further. No, fuck me up right off gate instead of some. Think about it like this: we all done probably done had a person that done had AIDS or done had cancer bad or something that was battling that fucked them up and took them off this planet. I'd rather be take me off, like if you're fighting and you lose the fight and you get knocked out and you get killed by fighting and you get knocked out like that versus, person's all, fucked up and they're wondering if they'll come up out of it and shit like that. No, to me, that's torture. And it's like these devils want to see that kind of shit. Like, yeah, because think about it, that Melanie Gates or whatever, the fucking dude as Bill Gates husband or whatever, said black people need to get shot first. What the fuck you talking about, bitch? I ain't getting none of that shit. Just by you saying that old racist ass white supremacist fucking systemic racism ass shit, fuck no. That mean I don't need none of that shit in my temple at all. Matter of fact, like I said, it was a time I went to the doctor and it was for what's that 10-year tetanus shot. They said, "Oh, we got this new technique," and I should have known. Once I think back to that, I think about the shit that's going on now. They said, "Well, you should because they was trying to convince me, you should get a flu shot because see, if it might be some older person and you might contribute to them dying. Well, if they get a flu shot, why should they even fucking be worried about me?" But back to what happened. They said this tetanus shot had whooping cough in it. And it's like, well, if you travel out of the U.S., I'm like, well, I haven't traveled out of the U.S., so I don't have to worry about getting that. Well, it comes in here and it's free. It's the new thing. And I'm like, do you still got the old tetanus shot? And they said, yeah, we got that. I'm like, I want that one. So the doctor's like, okay, I'll strike that and, I'll just bring the old one. The nurse comes back in the room. When she comes back in the room, she has the syringe, but she has the gloves on top of it, and then she puts the gloves on. But before all that, up to date now, they got the screen right in there, and it's throwing showing the codes for whatever the drug is and stuff. And I paid attention to that. I was looking like, okay, the one with this whooping cough shit in it is this. The other one doesn't got that. So I looked at the syringe, and I was like, that got that other shit in there. So I'm like, she's like, okay, put your arm out and raise your sleeve up. She's like, get the shot. I'm like, no, that ain't the right shit. She's like, no, that's the right one. I'm like, lady, don't fucking boldface lie to me. That ain't the right shit. Look at the code on there and look at the code on the screen. And she looked down there like shocked, like, damn, this nigga know his shit. I'm like, yeah, bitch, don't try to inject me with no bullshit. Go get the right motherfucking syringe. Sir, you don't have to be like that. Like, no, fuck that. You trying to inject me with some bullshit. You probably know, black people, melanated people, they get injected with this shit. It's gonna trigger all kind of other shit. No, I ain't taking that kind of trigger. Give me the regular plain ass shit that y'all been using for fucking ever. Not no shit, oh, we just came up with this in a month. No, you probably done had it longer and you know it done fucked up people. Fuck that. Pay attention to what they're trying to give you, what they're trying to serve you, what they're trying to tell you. You got to pay attention to their words and then crucify their ass. The motherfuckers don't know how to come up out of that. We're like, well, you said this. Oh, you're getting irate. No, I'm saying this is what you said. You're trying to tell me and get me to believe and buy into this bullshit. No, I'm not going. Okay. What's going on, Tony Styles? Nothing much. Just talking about how they try to manipulate us and try to think they could have us stuck on stupid, and a lot of these young brothers is waking up and ain't taking none of the bullshit. That's what a lot of us older folks need to do. I've been sleep on a lot of things. A lot of little youngsters don't pull my coat to things, along with older folks don't pull my coat to things. We all need to be, waking up to certain things, a lot of things that we set on the back burners, like, oh man, that won't happen. No, this shit's coming to fruition. It's time to be, yeah, every now and then we like to, shine a little bit, but shit, we in the days that we need to be on point on a lot of things because they trying to. It's like I said, like before I, stopped doing these lives when all this shit came about. I'm like, it seems like it's something happening every single day. It used to be a time where it take a while, some months and damn near years for certain things to come about. But now this shit's happening every day. You could check your phone or go out somewhere and go into a business. Oh, you can't come in here without a mask. Had a mask on, you come into business. They think you come to rob that motherfucker. Now it's like, hey, you can't come in here without a mask. We don't let you in here without a mask. You can't even stand next to your family member. They got all kind of crazy shit going on. Even with the funerals, people wasn't even be able to have funerals right because you can catch COVID. Just too many people. We don't want you congregating and talking in amongst each other and revealing our plans that we got some bullshit going on, and you want to revolt against this shit. That's what it is. They don't want people to revolt from the bullshit. You know. But smart brothers know. We like, and we ain't going along with this bullshit. If you crucify me over some shit that's gonna protect me and mine, I don't give a fuck. I can go out for some shit like that. Now for over some stupid shit, no. But for some real shit, yeah. Now let me see. I don't wanna miss none of y'all's things. His funeral was 6 at a time, but everybody outside was fuck. Go home. Go home. Like into the no side effects. Yep, addiction. See, some doctors don't even be right or sterilize that shit. Most definitely. That's what I had to do. Reek. They wanted to cut my leg off. I'm like, really? Nah. Yeah, think about it like this. It ain't for your benefit. Think about it like this. Oh, we want to cut your leg off. They'll try to get you to buy into that shit and be like, oh, I'm really that fucked up. When it really, they're getting practice time. They're like, well, I can get points if I cut his leg off and he goes along with it. I can get into a different type of position saying, oh, look, see, I don't cut a leg off. That puts me in a different kind of position. Just like law enforcement. They don't really want to fuck with nobody that's not really doing. They want to catch felons. You know why they want to catch felons? Because they want to get promotions. Because this is a career, this is a job to them. Catching black people is a job promotion to them. That's how they look at it. Oh, I caught a felon. Oh, you're not a felon. I don't want to fuck with you. I want to catch felons. I want to catch somebody with dope. That's a high collar. That kind of shit. They ain't really too. Because I had a partner. This show you how cold it is. Caucasian partner. He said they let this dude out of the pen. They had the power, So that means, the penitentiary is fake. All these laws and all that shit's fake. They let him out. They say, all we want you to do is, catch somebody. And essentially the guy was picking people that were murderers and, knocking people off. They said, we don't want nobody like that. We want you to catch drug dealers and shit like that. I'm like, oh, look at this. So it ain't about, really cleaning up the streets if that's what you're trying to do. You just want, people that you can collect so you can be like, oh, I'm a detective now. I done caught so many collars and all this kind of shit. So it ain't about any of that shit. This shit is crazy. Let me continue to read y'all's stuff. That's what I had. Okay. Yeah, youngsters ain't having it. They setting it off most definitely. Last days most definitely. But man, I'm glad that y'all, came in and chimed in, was able to, come in on this one. We done went to 46 minutes. And what's so crazy? I'm glad y'all can still hear me, but on my side, it's still saying reconnecting. So I guess that's a way to try to discourage me. Like, oh, he's not going off. He's still conveying what he's conveying to him. And now he's going to be able to go on replay unless we try to monkey wrench that. But that'll damn near show that they're fucking with my shit because, oh, well, maybe Reed deleted it. No, these motherfuckers. If this shit don't go up, they deleted the shit. So if it go up, it's just like, oh, well, it was too many people in here, so they can, tell off on this shit that, or, make their own videos. Like, man, they fucking with Reek shit bad, because he ain't going along with the shit. I don't go along with no scripts or no shit like that. I don't do no soft shoeing and tap dancing to no shit. If my shit is fucking off, it's off, because I ain't gonna, try to give the people no mistruths and things like that. Like I said, a lot of those people that you see on, you gotta watch what they actually say. When people think about it like this, I'm gonna put you up on a lot of things, and y'all put me up on things. When people laugh on some bullshit, they laugh to try to make you be like, oh well, he's not serious. No, they're actually serious. They're just laughing to try to throw you off. Like I seen it was an old interview. I don't think this brother has a YouTube anymore, but he's like, when he played it, a clip of a radio clip of Rihanna. She's like, yeah, yeah, right, I'm a witch. But she said, yeah, right, like they get you to be like, oh no, they're just people pulling shit out of their ass. No, she's saying the shit, but motherfuckers is laughing over shit to make you think like, oh no, to try to throw you off. Cause people do that, regular people do that in real life and don't be meaning half the time. But these motherfuckers is meaning this shit. They're just throwing you off so you don't be like, damn, this motherfucker just said this wild ass shit. And most definitely switch doctors. If a person, if you're really, I done had one doctor. He was an Indian brother from India, and he put me up on, he's like, hey, if you don't want to start going down this route, you got to start changing your eating habits. You got to start, eating at a certain time. You got to start eating lighter. And I already, eat vegetables and things like that. But he's just like, as far as candies and things like that, hey, if you like little sweets, ain't nothing wrong with, I mean, he said trail mix, but you could eat some sweet fruits and things like that. Don't eat that processed shit. That's what fucks a lot of our people up. We get this processed candy. A lot of people don't really know how to grocery shop. They get all these processed snacks and processed foods, and then eat and go to sleep, and they steadily putting on weight. Ain't It's like when you were younger, you be like, you know what, it's Saturday, like tomorrow you younger, it's Saturday, I'm gonna get on my bike, I'm gonna roll all around town and everything like that. Now you're older, you just be like, I'll go to the car wash, get the detail. Because if in your 20s you might have been like, you know what, I'm gonna hand wash my joint and get it all clean, and you get in your late 30s and 40s, you be like, man, I'm just gonna go to car wash and have them detail my joint, and I'm gonna get my favorite little snacks, and I'm just gonna ride to town or whatever like that. When you're removing all that exercise and walking and things like that, that's why people start getting guts, and you start getting gout because you ain't moving around like you really should. You gotta kind of start reversing the curses on these things. You said that tofu is bullshit. Yeah, I heard someone try, hey, you should eat some line. It mimics everything. You just put a little. Nah, I'm good. Give me some real fruits and vegetables. I eat some good salads and things like that. Blend me down some smoothies and all that. Matter of fact, with me saying that, I think tomorrow morning I might have to give me some smoothie material, some nice strawberries, some blueberries, some raspberries. Give me a couple bananas, some spinach, something like that. You ever notice when you eat stuff like that, your body feels so much lighter, and you don't have no indigestion, and you eat all that acidy type food, you be having heartburn and all that. I don't be wanting to have none of that. I remember being in the teen when you be eating pizzas, when pizzas was a thing. You're like, man, why am I having heartburn? It's all that from all that the pizza sauce and all that cheese, oily stuff from the cheese and all that. Like, nah, I'm good. And pepper, if you have pepperonis, but I ain't into swine. It's like I cut that out. But to each his own. People still like pig, but I ain't one of them. So what's my takes on vegans? I mean, to those that can do it, I mean that's good. But I tried it, but I backslide a lot. Like I do like a lot of vegetables. I say that I like a lot of vegetables, but I do eat fish. You know, um, I used to eat a lot of burgers. I don't really eat that now. I'll have like a salmon burger or something like that, but I don't have that. And every now and then I will have a steak. I say that, but it used to be a time I used to have steaks damn near maybe 2 or 3 times out the week. I try to cut that down at least once or twice out a month or something like that, versus 3 times out the week. But to those that can be a vegan, that's good. Some people are fruitarians, where you just eat fruit. Now that to me it sounds good, but it seems like it'd be real hard. But I guess if you, it's all about your mental discipline. Yeah, like I said, I eat a nice steak, or a lot of times I'll eat even like a lamb chop steak, and I know lamb that kind of got a lot more grease, but I like to throw it on a grill where burns all that grease and fat off there. So lamb to me is a good meat I like to eat, but it may be a little expensive. That it's like I'm getting my meat. I don't eat it that much, but it's still good. But like I said, each his own. But I'll say I eat a lot more vegetables than I do meat. I know some people. I have to say, my father, he'd stack up a big ass plate of steaks and all kind of shit and links and all that. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't want to, because like you eat all that and you have all that bread. That's another thing. I don't be eating a lot of bread. You get all that. Oh, it make you feel full. I don't want to feel full like that, where you can't move around and shit. You know, that fuck with your kickstand game. I don't. At my age, I don't want nothing fucking with that. That gotta stay intact. You know, you be loading up on all that heavy barbecue food, you won't be able to do nothing. It come time, hey baby, let's do a little something. You like, hey, my kickstand ain't kicking up. Get to talking about you or something. Nah, you still gotta put it down like you in a young teen somewhere or something. A lot of people don't know that's what be right along with alcohol too, because some people can abuse that a little bit too much. Man, I don't had this many cups of yak. Then when it be coming to break that back time, you gonna be on a little guy status. You don't want to be you know abusing your body like that, where certain things don't work. You said, but food salad is always good. I take vitamins too. Drink Hennessy. Yeah. Yeah, vitamins cool, but like I said, you get your vitamins. Think about it like this: the best vitamin you can get is stepping outside into that vitamin D. Well, as long as they're not running them chemtrails, clouding up the sky and shit. And that's another thing people don't understand. Like, say, okay, you got to put a lot of water in your, along with a lot of other things, cutting out smoking and things like that, but to lower your blood pressure. If you get on blood pressure pills, a lot of people don't know you can't really be in the direct sun. Now think about that. You can't be in the direct sun to get vitamin D. So now you're not getting the natural vitamin D. You got to take pills. And that ain't, I mean, that's good, but you got to get it coming through your pores. But you're taking a drug that's essentially fucking you up from getting your vitamin D. Think about that. That's something wicked. Like, okay, they put something in here, or well, you black people get high blood pressure because this bullshit we send you through. So if we know we're getting high blood pressure, cut out the black and miles, start walking more, drink more water, stop drinking a lot of these sugar down juices and things like that. Cut down the candies and pies and cakes and things like that, and breads and all kind of whatever other pastries. Do these things to knock down. I don't, because that's how the doctor told me. He's like, what? We can't tell you to essentially eat healthy. We can tell you, we can prescribe this stuff, and then you can still eat that shit. But essentially, that's just band aiding, so you can keep eating the shit, and it's steadily fucking you up because you're taking this drug on top of that shit. When you can reverse it, like, what? Yeah, I used to could eat this when I was a kid. I can't really eat it now. Your body's speaking to you. That it's like your body's hollering at you, like, hey, just like if your partner, came to you like, man, I seen your girl over there, fucking with, wooty wooty woo over there, and he don't put you up on something. I mean, real partner, not no person you don't know for 6 months or some shit. Real partner. Well, that's the same way with your body. Like, you know what? You've been eating that pizza. I'm giving you hella heartburn. You know, that's telling you you can't fuck with this shit like that. I'm trying to give you these signs. Don't ignore them. Don't be like, okay, I just need a mask or something to mask it. And let me take this pill to alleviate this shit. Or just like it be your boy. Well, I don't think my girl would do that. I'm just gonna buy her a gift and make her love me more. No, she's still gonna fuck with whoever. She may smile and hug your face and shit like that, but she's still gonna be fucking with whoever. Well, that's the same way with your body. Body like, oh, well, I did try to tell you, but I'm gonna still, keep fucking you up, even though you kind of muted my pain by taking this drug and shit. The same fucking shit. You say you like sugarless gum too that don't stain, whitens your teeth. It's still good. Be good to your body. Will be good to you, most definitely. Most definitely. You got to. We take it for granted a lot of times. Like I said, it all comes from because when we get older, we get stuck in a certain mind state. I say maybe 19, 20, that type of mind state, like, oh, we could do whatever. Your mind be like, I could do this. This thing when you get older, sometimes you try to get up and jump up and you be like, damn, I can't even jump up like I usually do. Especially think about like you've been having an all-nighter and you be like, oh, I've been drinking yak, I've been having, whatever I've been drinking. And y'all kicked it that night. And then you come the morning time waking up you like, damn, I shouldn't even have drank that shit. Well, just think when you haven't drank anything like that and you be moving like that. It's like your body's been taking a toll on, all that shit you've been putting in it. So that's why I say at least, get some vitamin D if you can. I mean, I don't want you to hurt yourself if, you do happen to take a blood pressure pill and, they say to stay out the sun. It's really you gotta stay out the sun or do the things where you're able to get off of the blood pressure pill. And a lot of times, I won't say a lot of times, the particular doctor I had, he said, you know what, we have a dietitian, and a lot of people don't talk to him, but holler at a dietitian, like, you know what, I've been eating like this, and be real, like I've been eating this, and I happen to do this at times, and they'll help work with you, like, you know what, you know, switch to some things that you can stomach. You like salads, pick some salads you like. Go to the grocery store and get all the things that you like and you can see eating. Not something like, oh, I gotta eat this and because that's what make people relapse into doing what they were doing. But you start picking things that you can see actually eating and not wasting your money on. That's you're doing your body and not even your body. You're doing your loved ones a service, not a disservice. Because you want to be around. If you got little kids, you want to be around for them. We all know somebody that they done checked out of this earth, kind of early, and they offspring is without their father or mother, and the uphill battle they got to go through with not having them in there. So just think about it like that. Like, man, I got to stay here for my little my little son or daughter, or even my niece or nephew. Maybe a figure in their life or something like that. So just look at it like that. Take a different perspective, and change your ways. You do it, start in one area. You don't have to be okay. I'm doing everything because to me, you don't have big success when you try to do everything at the same time. Pick a small area, work at it, and then start adding some others in different areas, and that should help you out. I try to do that. Try to do something that you're uncomfortable with. Some little thing that you're uncomfortable with. That's how you really grow. When you're comfortable with some shit, that's when you're kind of stagnated and things like that. You don't want to be stagnated, especially in this lifetime where they're throwing all kinds of shit at us. Let me see. Don't stay too long tanning. Your brain is your temple. Your health is your wealth. And then you said, watch all that AC too, because all that cold air ain't good either. Most definitely. Now I'll say this. Now I've been on 62 minutes. I didn't expect to be on this long. Hey, I'm glad that everybody that done checked in. Low, Tony Styles, Messiah Cheeks. Who else I miss? Trying to think the brother that checked in. What's his name? I don't think he said nothing else. I'm trying to scroll through it and see it before it cuts out because the battery's going low. I didn't think it would stay. Rashad Warren. Okay. Hey, I appreciate y'all chiming in, and I'm up out of here. Hopefully, hey, do some things to change your life. Stay here longer for your loved ones that appreciate you, and vice versa. And I'm up out of here. Peace.